Well, hello, class, and welcome to Theology of Social Justice and Righteousness from Moody Bible Distance Learning. This is your fearless leader, Professor Jeff, and I want to welcome you to week 4. In the middle, at this weekend, we're going to be halfway through the class, just like that. And the rest of it's going to go as fast as the first part did. I am attempting to grade all your things. I know that some of you have been understanding that some of you understand that Blackboard is really being buggy. So if you're having trouble turning things in, just email me, put them in a PDF, and email them to me. I'm having trouble grading. It won't load when I do the comments. It's just being super buggy. So I'm grading as fast as I can, and I'll try to get it back to you. And I'm not counting anybody's assignments late because I know that you're having trouble uploading stuff as well. So with that said, we've gotten through week 3, and we looked at the Old Testament, and now in week 4, we're going to consider some New Testament justice verses. In fact, just one. Matthew 6:33. Seek first God's kingdom and his what? And his what? The Greek word can be translated righteousness, can be translated justice. Your mission, if you choose to accept it, is to write a 3 to 5 page exegetical paper telling me which one you prefer. Which one do you think is most grammatically correct? Is it seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, or seek first his kingdom and his justice? And depending on what you choose, please tell me why. If you choose justice, obviously that would be an alternative translation to most of our modern translations. You need to tell me why you think that the translators chose righteousness in the first place. So I'm going to be completely honest with you. I geek out on this stuff. I truly do. I'm one of the dorks that geek out on this. So I'm really looking forward to these papers because I want you to make an exegetical decision. I want you to try to sell me on which one you choose. Okay? Because I'm actually, no. I'll tell you where I come down on when we're done at the end of the week. So I want to also encourage you, as you do these papers, 3 to 5 pages, double spaced, please make sure you spell check. Make sure you proofread, read it out loud, see if it flows. Make sure sentences are complete sentences. Download Grammarly. It's free. It'll check your grammar for you. Remember, my pet peeve is spelling errors and grammar errors, and this is college. It should look like a college level paper. So just most of you are doing that, and I say most of you, I mean I'm teaching 4 classes, so I have a lot of students. When I say most of you, I mean we're across the 4 classes. So I just want to remind you to continue to do that. So you're going to be doing that paper, the Matthew 6:33 paper, and then for your discussion board, you're going to be talking about what you chose. Did you choose to translate that righteousness or justice? And here's a very important thing to remember. Never take the text out of the context, right? Let me say that again. That's very important for this assignment. Never take the text out of its context, okay? So consider the context as you're doing all of this. The question of the week is, if you could go anywhere in the world that you have not already been, where would you go? And for me, it would be Australia. It would be the Great Barrier Reef. I've never snorkeled, and I want the first time to snorkel I've ever snorkeled, I want to snorkel in the Great Barrier Reef. I have this vision of like being down there with a fish, and they're like big yellow fish and big, I don't know, Dory and you know, Nemo, I don't know. It's just really cool to me. That's a cool thought. There's actually a lot of places I like to go, but if I had to choose one, that's it. So how about you? If you have any comments, if you have any prayer requests, please let me know. I have one. My spiritual daughter Cheyenne and her husband are in Orlando, and Irma is looking like a monster storm. Category 5, it's still some days away, but today she couldn't find water. She went everywhere. She couldn't find water. So she's getting a little antsy. So if you would pray for Cheyenne and John, please, that would be really, really nice. I would appreciate that greatly. Okay? All right. Onward and upwards.